Hey guys, so I'm going to discuss a hot button topic, Ozempic. Everybody has been losing their minds over this new medicine prescribed by a doctor. Uh, and they've been asking me my opinion. Now, I've kind of stayed away from it because I'm not a doctor. I'm not one to be able to tell anyone whether or not they should take a medicine. That's between you and your doctor. So, if you are prescribed this by your doctor and legitimately need it, then, this is just my opinion based off of someone that coaches people to change their body composition through eating habits and movement. So, this is not to damn anyone that is taking it. I'm just going to give you my opinion on kind of how I see the whole situation. So, the Ozempic is medicine that has been developed that basically controls your appetite. So, if you take it, it messes with some hormones that control appetite, and you're feeling full after a meal, like you're satisfied feeling. So you won't eat as much. So naturally, if you take in less calories than you were before, you're going to lose weight. And so over time, you take it. I think you can either take it by the week or daily or something like that. I'm not real sure. I'm not going to get into all that. But over the course of several weeks, people have been losing weight rapidly. So naturally, a lot of people are just like, yes, please, finally a pill that's going to make me awesome and fix me. Hold on, I don't think that this is the fix. Now, I think that this medicine was probably developed to help a certain population that medically needed like some medical intervention, like obesity. Obesity is a problem, especially now in our Western diet. Like there's no stopping it unless we change the way that we're eating it. We're eating and what foods we're eating. But I don't see that happening. So there is a set or part of the population that has dug themselves in a hole that they cannot get out of. And I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people from obese to just normal weight gain through the years type of people. But I have to say that group of population needs intervention, not only probably medically, but mentally. So, therapy is something that would greatly help people when they cannot get a hold of their weight, their body fat, and it's and their life depends on it at this point. So, I think that group, of course, overseen by a doctor, is probably where this medicine probably should stay. Now, naturally, when something like this gets in the news, the mainstream population of normal folks just take it and run with it. Now, again, it's prescribed by a doctor, and you should be overseen by a doctor of, how well you're doing, are you thriving, that type of thing. But more importantly, I think you need to be working on your lifestyle habits, like what you're eating too. Because if you're just eating the same foods, just in smaller amounts of what you were doing prior, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And once you get off of that medicine and it's not controlling your hunger and your appetite, you're just going to start eating more food. And you never really changed anything about your patterns and about your thoughts. In a way, you've probably made it worse up here because you were eating so little and lost weight so much quicker that you're going to think that you have to do that every single time you put on weight. And so, again, I think it's doing a disservice for a lot of people that it's going to keep them in that yo-yo diet cycle. and they're never going to give a real good chance at changing their eating habits and movement habits. So in a way, I feel like it's a blow to those of us that are trying to help people change mentally and physically. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it because it goes against everything that I'm about, that I coach. But like I said, I think there's a group of people that probably need it to help them get on the side of help that is not endangering them, and then also while working on their lifestyle habits. So, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not one to tell you that you should or should not take this. So, that's between you and your doctor. But if you are not changing your eating habits while you're in this phase of using this medicine, it's just like with anything, any other crazy, you know, super strict diet strategy. You're never going to stick to it, and the weight's not going to stay off because you never learned to become the person with the lower weight body. I think that's one of the things that people don't understand about the process of losing weight slowly in a healthy way is that even though it takes a while, especially compared to taking this new medicine, even though it takes a while to lose weight, you know, like 1 pound a week or something like that, 1 to 2 pounds a week average is a healthy, I guess, rate, depending on how much weight you have to lose. Even though it takes a while to do it, you learn how to become that new person through that process of time. And you can't do that if you do something super drastic. It's going to be so much harder. If you would just take 6 months, a year, give yourself a year to learn to become a new person, you wouldn't have to go back and worry about the next new big diet strategy, trick, gimmick, whatever. You wouldn't be relying on that because you became a new person through the process. You became the person, you became that future self. Think of it as like training. Like you don't start out exercising as a fit person. You exercise to become fit. It's the same thing with lifestyle habits. You don't start changing your lifestyle habits already knowing what to do. You have to have a time period of learning and failing and, you know, all the frustrations that come with it. But through it, if you stick it out, you learn to become that new person. So, you know, that's my 2 cents on it. I think a certain population probably medically needs it. I think the rest of us need to put our big girl panties on and just do the work. But again, I hope I don't like offend anybody, but maybe you did need to hear a hard truth. Maybe you're on the fence of like asking your doctor about it. But I think we need to work on, number one, giving ourselves a little bit more grace. Stop listening to all the crazy zealots out there about crazy strategies and gimmicks, and just learn to eat food, learn to move your body, and give yourself some time. So I'll leave it there. That's all I got. Bye.